How many times have you faced a cold and a complete timid response to your proposal from a buyer? How many times have you been disappointed with the rejection from the buyer? And I mean this for any product or service you sell. After so many rejections or cold shoulder to your efforts to sell, have we ever analyzed why this is happening? Have we ever sat down and figured out why am I not able to sell? I did this 2 years back, and I'm really glad that I could reflect back. And today, when I look back, I feel proud and good that I did reflect and changed my strategy to approach someone to buy my product or service in a completely different, fresh approach. Like many of us, I also used to sell my services because I wanted to sell it. We had our internal targets and we were going on hard selling, push selling to our connects, network, friends, family, etc. It's very natural that through this process, some close ones would still buy our services. And this did happen to us as well. But over time, this dried up, as we cannot expect repeated selling only in our connects and friends. At some point, we must branch out to their networks and further to their networks and ultimately grow. Without realizing the consequences, since we had our focus on growth and sales, we went on bombarding our friends, family, closed ones with our messages, offers, deals, etc. without realizing that are they at all interested? Are they actually reading my messages? Are they even replying or acknowledging our messages? Or have they just blocked us on WhatsApp just because we keep sending them repeated messages of the things we want to sell? Also, the common talking points whenever we met people was about selling our services and push selling to an extent when the person used to literally get bored of us. And to top it all, hard follow-ups and constant reminders made things even worse. We would hardly even get an acknowledgement to our follow-ups, leave aside replies and confirmations. After a careful analysis and a close watch on what we were exactly doing, we tried to put ourselves in our buyer's shoes for once. As soon as we did that, we immediately realized that we had been really irritating our buyers, clients, and creating a completely push approach. Also realized that do our buyers really need the services? Do they really have any requirement? Or are we just selling or following up just because we want to meet our targets? All these questions got us really in our thinking caps, and we realized that this must change. We must do something to have a better feeling about us in our clients' minds. Realizing this, we made some drastic changes in our approach and started creating a completely pull effect rather than our age-old and commonly followed everywhere, the push approach to sell. Imagine if I first, genuinely without any prejudice in my mind, wanted to know about you, interact with you, communicate with you, and know more and more about you. You would like to share, right? All the more because I'm willing to listen to you. We did this with our closed ones first. People who we knew well and slowly started getting positive responses from them. As soon as they were happy conversing with us, We would exactly know what are their exact requirements. Do they even have the requirement of my product or service? And if they have, since I listened to them, understood their requirements, they would upfront ask us about the services we offer. Things we can get done and not get done as well. But if we had some references to share to get those things done as well for them. Imagine the people with whom we were not able to sell our own services started opening out to requirements we couldn't fulfill, and we were ready to explore those products or services through us, through our references. Now, this was really a turning point where we realized that first interacting, then communicating, knowing your buyer, customer, client is super important and the first step to a successful and fruitful business association. We realize this through our own live experiences, and hence I can share with you exact details which we followed when changing our strategy to sell. As I mentioned already, we started getting a lot of inquiries of things we were not able to handle and client references to top it all, where we were slowly entering the area of clients referring us to their connects and networks. Slowly and steadily, we started becoming more confident to pitch and target the right set of people for our services by first knowing them and what they require. This was crucial for us to have a positive outcome in our small business. All of us have our requirements. All of us require services, require products for daily use. But it is the approach of the salesman. All of us are salesmen in our respective businesses that will determine a successful closure for business or not. We're really enjoying the benefits of this approach. Hope you realize this soonest and tweak a little bit in your approach to sell. I'm not saying that your approach till date of push selling, direct selling, hard selling has been wrong, and don't misquote me on this. All what I am saying and asking all of you, including myself, is have we been successful to get a substantial mind share on our buyers, clients, customers' minds? Do they have you as a preferred go-to person when they require probably anything? Do they consult you even if they know you don't have these services and products with you? If the above answers are yes, you probably are doing great and your strategy for selling. This was my strategy and one that worked for me in my small business. Let me know, what do you feel about this strategy? If you have a different strategy that worked for you, I would love to know more about the same. Let's get in touch. Thank you so much for listening patiently.